All right, we'll take questions around the room. Barry, right here in the front, in the center.
Barry Trammell, Tulsa World. Casey, you guys had a stretch in the first quarter where you get a bunch of takeaways, and then you have an even better one in the fourth quarter where I think you had 4 straight steals. What is it that makes that sort of defensive momentum happen? Is it ratcheting up the pressure? Is it fatigue on the other team? Is it just the thrill of the moment? What creates defensive momentum like that?
Us being competitive and, trying to stack stops on defense. That's something that we preach every day, every game. Stack good possessions. And, once we see one, the next person want to get one. So it just trickle down to the next guy.
Mike up front, right?
Hey, guys. Michael Grange from Sportsnet in Toronto. This is for either or both of you. How much have you allowed yourselves to think about, winning a title? And what steps have you taken to avoid getting too focused on the outcome here?
Not too much thought into it yet. Obviously, we know the position we're in, and you can't take it for granted. So we have the right approach of, making sure we take care of business and get done what we have to first. But like I said, obviously we know the position we're in, but can't think about it. Got to take it, one possession at a time, one game at a time, and finish business like that.
Second row on the right.
Myron Patton, OKC Sports Radio. This is really for both. Casey, you first. So I watched you yesterday, really working on your three-point game. You hadn't really shot it well the last couple of games. Does it feel like putting in all that work and for it to show up on a game like this?
Yeah, just staying confident, knowing that they're going to fall eventually. I was in a shooting slump. So getting that first 3 to go in really was good for me. And, I put in the work in every day, so I knew it was going to matter of time.
And Aaron, also, you had the big game a couple of games ago. What's it like in a game like this where you need something from the bench that you're able to come through in a moment like this in such a pivotal game?
Our guys just did a good job, getting everybody involved. I was able to get a couple looks going out there, still with the mindset to be aggressive, but, within our team offense. Shots fell, guys kept finding me. Obviously, same with Queso. And, that's huge for us. When we can get, looks, I think it kind of just allows for, our team to kind of settle in and get comfortable. So just did a good job, sharing the ball and getting good looks.
Left side here.
Justin Martinez of the Oklahoman for either of you guys. Mark just mentioned that he doesn't look at it in terms of first guy, second guy, third guy. He's focused on everybody on the team growing and developing. Just how much does that help, breathe confidence into everyone in the rotation?
Yeah, I think it's been good. It allows everybody to kind of, have that certain sense of trust, from him and our coaching staff. He allows guys to kind of go out there, play free, and if you get going, it opens the game up for you as an individual and for our team. So his trust and his confidence in the guys is huge for us. You can get the next.
Talk Sports, Kaysen, and I'll get to you, Aaron, in a second. You mentioned being in a slump and getting out of that. There's a lot of young basketball players watching on the biggest stage right now. Can you elaborate on how you get yourself out of that slump and elaborate on how you've been able to maintain your confidence?
Just knowing that, it happens in basketball. You can't make every shot. You got to miss some. So just my teammates having confidence in me, knowing that I put the work in every day, good things are going to happen eventually.
We've seen how much of a brotherhood this team has had all season long, but how would you describe what it's been like going to battle with these guys each and every night?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just a fun experience every night. Being able to compete from day one in training camp against each other to, going out on the court and being able to play other teams. It's just, a fun experience. And 1 through 18, every single guy enjoys, being a part of this group. So nothing guys take for granted.
Fred?
Hey, Aaron. Pretty early when you come in, it seemed like you're trying to get up threes, especially in transition early in the clock. I know that's something, it's not the first time you've done that. You seem to do that a lot. Are you extra conscious of that, especially after a game where you guys take 16 threes, and I know you come in trying to, you double that tonight, at least trying to take more. Is that a conscious decision, or is that just in the flow of the game you're getting them up?
Yeah, it's more flow of the game, just kind of natural, feel and looks. Playing in transition, you can get open looks if you're, moving and getting in the right spots and the ball's moving. But nothing, that I'm thinking about when I'm out there. Just kind of going out there, being aggressive to find shots. But I'm letting it come to me, just playing within the flow of the game.
Nick?
Kaysen, they cut it to 2 midway through the fourth. You have the massive offensive rebound that leads to a 3 for Dub, and then the pick-6 steal. What's happening for you all as a team and for you kind of individually in that moment? Obviously, the game pressure of them pulling to within 2, and for you to respond that way. What's going on inside you?
Just make a play. We need an energy play. Somebody got to make it. However that comes. So mine was offensive rebound, and the game gave me a steal. So just playing the game, and whatever instincts or whatever happens, just happens, and just go make a play.
Back left.
Logan Murdoch of The Ringer. Aaron, it seemed like during the fourth quarter, Shea made a couple plays down the stretch to kind of calm you guys down. When he comes in, when you guys are, when the Pacers, come back and kind of cut the lead down to 4 or 5, what does his presence do when he comes into the game?
That's what he's done all season for us. He's been, an elite closer. He's a guy that, just kind of continues to put our team in positions to, go out there and win games. And when we can kind of execute offensively, whether it's him or Dub, when those guys are able to kind of just get to their spots and we're able to execute, it obviously just kind of slows the other team down and gets us, in a much more comfortable position to close games out. So he's been huge all year with that, and we continue to just trust him, at any point in the game.
Last one, third row over here.
Jerry Ramsey, 107.7 The Franchise. Kaysen, you started this series starting. Now you're coming off the bench, and today you have a very, very good offensive game to go along with the defensive stuff. Can you talk about just your trust in Mark and belief in the process and get it going?
Yeah. He's going to put us in the best situation to win. We're winning games, and, I can't be selfish. And, if it's a better, look or option for us, then let's go with that. But, my job is to go out there and play as hard as I can, every time I'm on the court, cheer on my teammates. So I'm going to just keep doing that.
Thanks, guys.